So we're gonna take a look, see, and it's saying it's waiting on me, but I'm actually live. This is weird.
All right.
We're live, and I don't know how far it's behind, but it should be this damn far behind. Is it jumping? And it's saying it's waiting on me, but is it playing back smooth or is it jumping?
All right, let me refresh mine and see how it looks. Yeah, let's see.
I'm going to shut everything off, all these tabs, and see what happens.
Oh, we need to change that banner too.
Yeah,
it's not, I don't think it's jumping anymore. Oh no, it still is.
Yeah,
yep.
Hell, I can't get this shit to shut off. I'm pressing the X to X out of these damn pages, and it won't let me even do that. It's that shit that I don't like.
Let's see.
What's it doing?
Yep, it's still jumping now.
Okay, let's see. What I may have to do. Somebody said smooth now.
Let's see. Switch back over. Yeah, it looks like that little the little rolling bar with the words on it. Father Day show that's showing. That's not jumping like it was before, but
still doing something funny.
It looks okay.
All right,
it looks like it's moving now.
Let me see.
Yeah, it looks like it's good. They said I got an echo.
They said you have an echo?
That's what somebody just said in the, yeah. It says just a small echo. See if it's something wrong.
Say something now.
Is that a little bit better? Is that better? Is that better? Too much echo on brand.
Because I don't hear any echo.
I don't either.
They might be fucking with us.
Can you hear echo? Is there an echo? The guru has an echo. A bit echoey, but we can't hear him. Perfect, but Brian Mike is a little, yeah.
What the hell?
Do I still have the echo?
Yeah, because they're behind us, so it may have went away.
There's an echo.
Oh, they keep saying yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me turn the mic down some.
No, how are they hearing one?
Is that better? Still echo?
Okay, they're saying no now.
No now? Okay. There we go. They can hear me?
Yeah, they said no, it's good. It's better, but not perfect.
They said Brian sounds like T-Pain.
What?
You want me to go out and come back in through the hangout?
I guess, but if you're sounding like that, it must be something.
Let me see. Because sometimes it will act crazy. Hold on.
Because I would hear it. Why would I not hear your echo? Somebody just said a lot better. It's still an echo.
Stop the way I feel about you. Girl, I just can't live without you. I'm never gonna quit, cause
till you just suck my
stick. Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Maybe if you.
All right. Is that better now?
I don't know. Try to somebody said it sounded like I have a second window open. No, because it would be both of us. I don't have no damn windows open now. I had to shut them all.
Yeah.
So
let's see. No,
you can log out, log back in, and see if that does it.
All right. Let's do this.
I don't hear it at all, but some of y'all keep saying turn him down a bit. Sound like auto-tune.
Tommy, his mic a little. All right, hang on. Let me do this. Let's do it.
Doesn't make any sense because you sound clear as fuck.
We'll shut down and come back.
So y'all said I'm fine, but he's not.
I'm gonna stay right here with you. Do all the things you want. All right, what about now?
Yeah, how does he sound now? It is not his fault. It's his dumbass system. It can't be his fault because he sounds perfect. It said Brian is louder than me.
That's why. All right, let me see if I can turn myself down, son. Then I guess. Is that better?
I don't mind the echo. Brian sing Lenny Kravitz for us. Yes, Tommy, you're good. It's like reverb.
I did sing Lenny Kravitz. I know Lenny Kravitz. Are you gonna go my way? Let's see. I don't know what else it could be, man. Shit, I only get the mic in this damn thing here. That's me.
How about now? They're saying it's still loud.
All right, let me try to unplug my mic and plug it back.
Man, we fine. Ooh. Miss Miami was loud as well. It's good enough.
Okay. All right, can you hear me in my back?
See, I hear you perfectly. Like there's no
okay.
Nigga saying it's all good. Now let's just go ahead and
right.
do the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, and I can tell you, Brian, that I'm a bit saddened and tired. Talk to me.
Man, first and foremost, man, I have to say I feel a little bit differently because I am so proud of you, man. What I saw tonight was growth in the midst of ratchetness. You grew tonight, man. I'm telling you, and I came in late, so I was watching it like I was maybe like 15 minutes behind everybody. And it's like, as I'm watching it, man, I'm like, here comes the ether. He's gonna do it. It's like I'm sitting there waiting for Old Faithful to just erupt. And man, your composure in the midst of all of that just raw and natural ratchetness, I was blown away, man. I'll tell you, I don't know how you did it. And you stayed in it. And it was so many times that you got to the edge, you got to the line. I said, you gonna do it. And you stepped back off of that ledge, man. So regardless of, don't feel discouraged, even though it was a very discouraging conversation to see her in that place that she's in her life right now. And I think the biggest thing for me is the impact that she has and the way that she's going to impact younger women that come after her. I think that was the saddest part, because even though she was in a place to where she couldn't even begin to understand what it is she's projecting as far as just her own body image, what she's saying to the world and what she's saying about herself and how she feels about herself, because she's in such a don't judge me, don't worry about me zone. That was, it was unbelievable to see that.
What is that? And ladies and gentlemen, the number is 213-943. Shit, I forgot the fucking number. 3362. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Oh shit, I need to stop it. It's the way it stops slipping. I want to be honest with you. I'm sad, like seriously saddened right now, because
I can see that. I can definitely see that because of, and I believe it's just because of the labor that you put into that and into her, and you try to take her somewhere where she couldn't even begin to understand where you were trying to go with it. She was in such a mode of trying to be defensive, and she was going to try to show everybody how she handled herself in this conversation, that her approach to the conversation was so far off that it made it even worse than what she was trying to expect from you, and what she was expecting from you. You weren't giving that to her. And that was to me where she really failed herself.
Why did she keep saying it's 2017? I got
2017.
What was that?
I was like, I was doing this like, what the fuck does that mean? It's 2017. I'm like, I was trying to really trying to understand her and see what it was that she was missing. She wasn't even in a place to where she could even see what you were trying to do. She was looking for old 2014 Tommy to go ahead and go in on her. They go back and forth, and this bitch this and this bitch that, and then you had it hooligan bitch. That's what she was looking for. And when you didn't give that to her, it put her in such a position to where she didn't even know how to shift gears and change and switch lanes, when she had every opportunity on multiple occasions to do so. And you even stopped and told her, like, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to have a conversation. I just want to have a dialogue. And her response to that was she aired it out, man. You sent her for a loop. She aired it out, and the error code was, it's 2017. It's 2017. It's 2017.
I just kept waiting on her to say 17.5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me not to sell work. I was waiting on it. You at 2017. She kept reminding me, said 17.5, same color t-shirt, and walked off.
Yeah, she was airing out, man. She couldn't handle it, man. You remember that old TV show Lost in Space?
Yeah.
You remember when the robot would be, something would happen, he'd be like, danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger. That's what she was doing, man. She lost it, dude. It didn't compute. She couldn't handle it, man. She could not handle it.
I was lost in space.
Yeah.
Because I really do, when I talk to these women, I really have high expectations. I keep hoping that and you got to think about it. They tell me if you talk to black women different, you get a different answer. Well, I spoke to her different, and I didn't get shit. When you're nice to black women, they treat you worse. Like you said, she probably was waiting on me. If I'd have cussed her out and said, you stupid bitch and all that, I think she would have responded better to that.
Yep. She came into the conversation with her ratchet responses on deck. They was ready. She had her hand like this, and she was ready to just pat that weed with this hand. And then as you said something, she was going to respond with, well, if you woulda, and black women, you need to let us be us and don't worry about what we doing. That was her conversation. I don't give no fuck about what everybody else think of me. It's like you don't even hear the question that's being asked. And she was just contradicting herself and just being such a hypocrite that even when you try to help her and stop and try to reset on several occasions, you tried to reset the whole atmosphere, reset the conversation. She was just stuck in that place to where she was just being who she was. And that was just a ratchet chick.
Even her mom, you could hear her mom in the background. Sound like it was her mom telling her, he's right, talk to the audience.
Yeah.
You have to talk past the person. If you're engaged in a public debate, or if you're engaged in anything that other people are viewing, you have to talk past the individual you're talking to and talk to the audience. You have to try your best to be able to speak to the audience. And even when and this is what's so sad, even when I tell these people how to beat me in a debate, they don't do it. When I tell them how to win over an audience, they don't do it. I said, dear, don't you understand? Like, I didn't get it, how she didn't understand it. If she just presents herself, and I am humble. When you say I am humble like that, you're not humble.
Yep.
I ain't listening to nobody. Whose business is it? Yours? And I was like, that's fucked up logic that you shouldn't say shit about what you see when women are doing it. Why do you care about hair? You ain't no woman. Oh, so women should be able to do what the fuck they want to do to themselves, and men, since we're not women, we shouldn't say shit. So if a woman fart in your face, you shouldn't care because you ain't no woman.
I ain't no woman.
If your girl decide to gain 100 pounds, you shouldn't care. You ain't no woman. If your girl decide not to go to work anymore, you shouldn't care. You ain't no woman.
Yeah, and she was, and her, I guess the thing that she really should have recognized was that you doing what she's doing in her profession and the attention that she's getting. I think one of the things you was trying to drive home was that the fact that she's doing this and that she's basically just advertising her body, she shouldn't be upset at the fact that that's all people are seeing and that's all people know about her.
She didn't even
and
get
she
the question.
Doesn't realize that people they aren't going to try to figure you out and try to get to know you when all you reveal is your big dumb ass.
And
that's it.
And for her to say, you know, it just, but she was saying that her ass got that size like it just happened. This is what you were saying. I was like, wait a minute, it just happened? There was I
just wanted more ass. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is big. And I was like, she didn't even understand the concept. She tried to act like that was normal. Motherfucker, that's not just men on your comment section talking about how disgusting that is. There was a bunch of women in her comment section who were telling her that don't look good. So for her to sit up there and say, well, you're a man, you shouldn't have. More women say that look disgusting than dudes, because dudes, we still will fuck her.
Yep.
There are women who are walking around telling her that looks disgusting. And she's trying to pretend that, well, women are on my side, but men aren't. That is a complete lie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I think that the idea of doing what it is that you're doing for business purposes, you trying to make a living for yourself, whatever the case may be, if that's the path that you chose, I mean, I don't think that what she has done to her body is no different than what people who do porn or people who get really large breast implants, whatever the case may be, that's what you do and that's what you're doing. But for you to be just totally opposed to even hearing the ramifications of what it is that you're doing to yourself, and not just to yourself, but what you are projecting to those that come behind you. Literally. That is what tragedy is. Yeah, literally, right? Or they're trying to come behind you. And to that point, though, at the end of the day, there's some woman that's going to see her, and they're going to see her butt, and they're going to say, you know what? I bet you if I got an ass bigger than hers, I would be bigger and better than she is.
Yep.
Because at one point she did.
And then, let me tell you what it is. You do all that to your ass. You whore yourself out. And this is what saddens me. These women still be broke. I shouldn't hear your mama in the background. I shouldn't see that little bitty ass corner / kitchen. She had the Cordell Stewart. Living room / kitchen / bitch. You can't have the Cordell Stewart, especially you put all that money into your body and you're getting nothing out of it. You can't have the Cordell Stewart special. And I look at your Instagram, and anybody who looks at her Instagram understands that it's obvious those numbers are fake. Look at how many likes and comments she gets per post. She's got like almost 200,000 subscribers. And somebody said, why do you care what he thinks anyway? You have more followers than him. And I tried to tell her on the show at the beginning, I said, you take off your clothes and do sexual favors and shit for people. I don't. You're what's considered sexy. I'm not. My bank account's secure. Yours isn't. That right there should tell you maybe, just maybe, the road I'm taking, the things I'm doing to my body. And I tried to give her that out that you said. I don't know if you heard it. I said, you know, other people do these things for their job. If that's what you're doing, I understand the logic. When you tell me, no, I just wanted my ass to look like that, I honestly think she's slow.
Yeah, I think that she is totally irresponsible, illogical, and it's to the point, because a lot of people are, but then there's they still have a point to where they can be, you can reason with them and give them some facts and some truth and some logic, and you can kind of steer them back into reality. She is so detached from reality because she's so immersed in her own world, and she is just, it's just about her and what she wants. And because she has so many followers, if you want to call them that, that they're condoning her being in her own world, to where she's totally oblivious to any type of correction, any type of, hey, you know, let me tap you on the shoulder and try to show you something different. She's not even in that place, and is perfectly fine with being in the place that she is. So as far as her growing as a person, as far as her getting better, she is not even in that place to where she's able to receive that. And I hope that she watches this and she watches what she has said previously, to the point to where she can see that, like, man, maybe he was trying to do something different. Maybe he was trying to be, you know, the opposite of what everybody said it was going to be. You know, maybe all of the other things that I've watched in the past he's not going to be that. And I think if she would have done that, or if she goes back and watches that, then maybe she will get to a place to where she can see that somebody's trying to actually give her something that she has no clue as to what she needs.
And she actually said, I got my butt this size to match my thighs.
Please. I saw that. I said, man, please.
She also said she has no issues. Well, she has no issues. Why does it not move when it's that big? Why does she look so tired? Why does she move like she's tired? And then to say, I don't look like an ant. Why would she say that? Like, people have made this up. I don't look like no ant. I look far from an ant, is what she said.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed in all of her pictures? She's not happy. She's not smiling. Nope. She's not just having a great time. She's just literally like in a character that's just like, they're like, I'm here. I know ain't nobody really paying attention to my face, and they just want to look at my ass.
Look at how she walks and tell me if you don't believe that this hurts. Is that sexy at all, the way she walks? Right. Look how she even stopped. Look at that. There's nothing about that says sexy.
Yeah.
It looks like it hurts.
Yep.
But to turn around and say, I know I'm tired of people saying, and again, you look at what she has as far as, I had it wrong. It says she has 498,000 followers. 498. She put this post up 4 hours ago. Look how many likes she has. 30. How you have 500,000 subscribers? 30 likes.
Right.
30. Now, I want you to pay attention to what she put up as 4 hours ago for her having a show. And let me put up what, I don't forgot what the fuck Mr. King of Controversy. There it goes. This was my last one that was put up, and it was put up 3 hours ago. I only have 22,000 followers. She has 500,000. I have 22. She had 4 hours with a big ass and sexy, and I ain't got no big ass or sexy or nothing. And I took a picture of the fucking pool. 79 likes. I got 2 times as many likes as she did in an hour less with no silicone, with over 470 fewer followers.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, how did I even reach her? If she had that many people following her, she would have never read not only those people comments to piss her off, she would have never seen my inbox.
Yep.
Think about how many people are in her inbox trying to fuck. You think she would have ever seen mine in the midst of all those other people?
Yeah.
So everything about you is fake. Your hair is fake. She said the only thing on me is fake is my ass. Your hair is fake. Your eyebrows are fake. Your eyelashes are fake. Your ass is fake. Your subscribers are overly fake. I mean, you didn't even try to make that look. But then she didn't try to make her ass look real. So why would she try to make her subscriber list look real? 30 likes and only 11 comments. And let me tell you about the 11 comments. Most of them were the same dude. It was a dude, love pains, Jamel, me, Jamel. 3 people are commenting. 3. Yep. Now, how you put up this and only 3 people, you saying you about to go live? Come on now, these numbers don't make sense. These numbers aren't fair. 229 likes over a photo that's been up for a day. That's impossible for 500,000. That is impossible.
Yep. Yeah.
But she's going off on Trick Daddy. She says, somebody tag Trick Daddy, when you actually tagged him, and tell him the shit not to do is post about me and not post about your bitch. So this is black woman's logic right here. You're trying to stand up for women, but the first thing they do is go off on another woman that had nothing to do with it. She continues on to say, do you even like women? Of course, because you got to be gay if you don't like me.
You got to be gay if you said something about her. Yep.
Are you a trade? Question, I don't know what that means. You should be shamed that you are a disgrace to Liberty City. You provide no opportunities for the youth and never have been, even when I was going to the West. What opportunities have she provided anyone?
I was just saying, how do you type that and not hold yourself accountable to that?
She did it the whole night. Think about how often she said something to me and I just turned it back around on her and she got mad.
But I ain't talking about that though. Yeah.
You tell him he ain't provided, he's a disgrace because he haven't provided any opportunities. She hasn't provided any opportunity for anyone. Man. No one. Let's continue. You should be shamed. Jesus Christ. You should be shamed you're bankrupt. That would be you are. Bankrupt ass. Oh, no, she's right. You should be shamed you're, I thought she was saying you are bankrupt. But she said you're a bankrupt ass, got to run your dick suckers like these females to stay relevant. Now listen to what she just said. He should be ashamed that he got to talk like a woman to stay relevant. So if she didn't have that ass and make it that big, and she still got to buy followers, and she's still struggling for money, what would she be without the fake ass? This is why I don't like the majority of black women. They speak.
She with the fake ass.
Right. You're struggling with the fake ass. And you didn't just get a fake ass. You got the biggest thing possible. And you're struggling with it. And you're struggling with it. And what I don't like is, like I said, I don't like their defiant attitude. Black women have a defiant attitude for no reason. For her to sit up there and say she fine, I don't know what you looked like before. I'm not going to say you weren't fine. But what you've done is deform yourself. And to act like I can't say that you deformed yourself is a weird thing. When, again, she's sitting up here saying he got to run, he bankrupt. So then next thing we need to ask is how much money you got.
Right.
You living in your Cordell Stewart special.
If she had a 360 camera, we'd see a whole house. I'm just saying.
Bitch do a pirouette, you be had she have a home tour.
So if she trip and fall in the kitchen, her head will be outside.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't hold themselves. They can say what. I don't like black women in general. Because they have too much confidence to say. It'd be different if you had this confidence for a reason. It'd be different if she had 400,000 real followers where she didn't have to buy them. It'd be different if you didn't have the Cordell Stewart slash. It'd be different if you didn't have, if you know, somebody said you don't look right. And everybody else said, no, that's not true. It's just one nigga saying it. But that's not true. You having to kick people out. Let's see what else she says. You should be shamed you have no queen or a woman who claim your miserable ass. Because, of course, if no woman claims us, we're not worth anything.
Yeah, of course.
You should be shamed that all the artists that were signed to Slip and Slide Records had to drop your fuck ass to make some noise in the music game. Remember what she said on the show? If you aren't in that business or you're not that person, you shouldn't be commenting.
Right.
She done
and at the end of the day,
she done talked about he didn't have no girl. She done talked about he done went bankrupt. She done talked about his business practices. All of this shit.
And my thing is, at the end of the day, let's just say, for shits and giggles, that what she's saying about Trick Daddy today is true. You still can't knock the fact that this dude was one of the hottest rappers in the game. He's had hit songs. So for you to say what he is now, okay, that may be true, but he's been to the mountaintop. He's had his run. Where does this go? I've yet to see anybody who has deformed themselves like this, especially black women. I've yet to see anybody do this with an end game that say, okay, I see why she did it. It's worth it. She's turned herself into her own business. She's done this. She's making this amount. She's one of the highest paid booty models of all time. Whatever the case may be, I haven't seen that yet to any of the women that do this to themselves. It all ends bad for them.
And she's worse off numbers-wise now than apparently she was when I first encountered her maybe about 2-3 years ago, because she was saying that I went off on her about 2-3 years ago. But you're not getting any traffic now. Like, this doesn't make sense. You tag Trick Daddy. Now, mind you, you tag Trick Daddy on this and still only got 229 likes.
Yep.
You having a discussion with Trick Daddy, you got 229 likes.
Yeah. And I just don't see why. I don't see why you would do that without having some type of plan in place. Because if you think, because I've never heard about it until this all happened. But if you're doing that and this was your game plan and now you're this, in 2 or 3 years time, you still doing the same thing. So it's like, and I can even say this for women that are in porn. So is it a lot of wear and tear on their body? Yep. Do they take a lot of cock? Absolutely. But they could say, well, I got into porn because I saw what Jenna Jameson did with herself. I saw what she did. She turned herself into a business. She turned herself into this. She made a ton of money. She was doing her own thing. I could see somebody saying that and saying, well, that's why I went into porn, because I thought that I could do that.
And they're at least honest.
That blueprint.
Every porn person I've talked to said either there was money in it and they like fucking, so they thought what easier job it is than to fucking get paid. They was like, I was already a freak. And so I see this. I'm going to read the last thing she said. Again, I want all you guys to remember, we've already heard her speak and we've heard her so-called stances, which usually would step on the other stance. But let's go to what she said last. Bitch, I'm ashamed all you do is argue with single women who raise they kids without Negroes like you. Now, she brought that up in the show. Why is it that black women are always talking about themselves as being parents before anything else? They just throw black women and parents in the same sentence real quick, and they eat it up. Now, you don't talk about women out there raising their kid. Maybe that's the only thing that make them feel good about themselves when they go get ass or breast. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How is it? And then when I tried to explain to her about the kids, you shouldn't worry. Them kids shouldn't worry about what somebody else think. Wait a minute, what? Then you shouldn't worry. Like, this is stupid. You're telling them they shouldn't worry about what their own parents are doing and how they look and how they're treating them. But you should worry about what somebody who you don't know is saying to you on the internet of something you did to deform yourself. It's not like you were born that way and you couldn't help it. You did this to you.
Character. That's their character. Yeah. Right.
And raise their kids without Negroes like you. Now, she didn't like people to spend to be general, but she damn sure was general talking about how black women are raising kids without men. I'm ashamed you don't even tip the pussy when you, oh Lord.
Wow.
When you in the strip club having them natural women working for free. Don't let me go see you in G5 acting broke. I'ma record your ass and show you no love to your own city. I'm Shane, your po ass always coming for a female, but never a man. Like who you try to make Jesus Christ, make our lives miserable. Damn, you not tired of looking like an old bitch? This is how black women will talk to you.
Wow.
Anywho, I already can't stand foul-mouthed, disrespectful ass elderly men like yourself. What?
Wow. Wow.
Miss Miami TV, the pretty gangster. Hashtag POM, hashtag Queen of Miami, hashtag big booty problems. You paid for the.
Exactly. And my thing is this. How do you feel like you can go in on Trick Daddy and Trick Daddy don't have a fake ass? He ain't got no fake titties. He don't have. It's like he ain't went and had nothing like that done.
He didn't have a nigga rapping for him. You know, like maybe we find out he wasn't rapping himself. It was Milli Vanilli.
He was Milli Vanilli.
Everything on you is fake, including the numbers of people who like you. Everything on him is true. She called this man elderly. He's in his 40s. This is why I don't like black women. They say foul shit just to be saying it when it will go against what they just said previously. And then she said foul mouth when all she did was cuss.
Yep. And Trick Daddy ain't going around talking about I'm the greatest rapper of all time.
Right.
I'm the coldest nigga ever. I got the best. I'm the best rapper, and y'all niggas need to recognize and know. And he ain't doing none of that. I got 500,000 likes for my album that's about to come out. He ain't doing none of that. He being himself, living his life, and saying what he want to say. At the end of the day, that's him being him.
Yep.
You are a complete facade. Everything about you is fake, and you're trying to capitalize off of that. And if that's your choice, I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
But you still need to recognize the fact that what you doing ain't what these other women should do. The younger women, your nieces, whoever is watching you, they need to see that ain't what the route you want to go. That she's not a blueprint. She's not something where you can say, yep, I'm gonna do what she did because what she's doing is gonna benefit me. She's suffering.
Even drug dealers are smart enough to tell kids, man, you don't want to get in this game.
Yep.
And I don't know if you heard me try to tell her that. I said, look, you do what you do, but be humble enough to tell people you don't want to do this. This is something I did, but I don't want you to go down this road. I just don't know. Somebody said that she's live on. Somebody said she's live on YouTube. I mean Facebook. For the person who's saying she's live on Facebook, how do I find it? How did you find it? I see one Miss Miami. And unless I'm missing something, I don't see any other one. So if she's live, I don't see it. Maybe somebody been sending me her stuff. I'm looking here and people send it to me. Well, I need to stop listening to the people in the audience. Somebody said that she's live. Where is she live at? Or are you just talking shit? Because I looked under Miss Miami and I don't see it. I'm trying to find where it may be. Okay, let's see. It's not here. He said Instagram. Well, I just was on Instagram and I didn't see her live. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place. I don't know how this shit works. Know that? Oh, okay, I see it. How can I stream this? Somebody showed me how to do it before, but I forgot. Okay, let's see what we get. Because I want to, and I'm going to bring the people also on the line. I'm pressing. It says watch all stories and live. I just see a story.
Miss Miami?
Yeah, I just see a story. I don't see her live. Am I doing something wrong?
Let's see.
I see stories and live, but it doesn't show that she's live. I need to stop this and stop listening to the people in the audience. The people in the audience get you in trouble and fuck up the damn show. Because they just be saying shit. I'm on Instagram. I don't see it. Oh, God. You know what? I want all y'all to just be quiet. Nope. Nope. I'm not going to sit up here and listen to one motherfucker say, matter of fact, everybody that say she's live now, if you don't send me the link, shut the fuck up. Was live on Instagram. Well, that's fine. If she was live on Instagram, she can be live on Instagram. I don't know what shit she was talking. Like the question would have to be, what shit was she talking? I didn't.
Yeah.
What did she write? If that make me not humble, then fuck it. What?
You, because of decision.
Oh, let me hear it.
That I made in my life. You know what I'm trying to say? My message is my message. No matter what, you got to stand in your truth. I stand in my truth. Whether you think that.
Oh, God.
I don't feel the need to apologize to you because of decisions that I made in my life. You know what I'm trying to say? My message is my message. No matter what, you got to stand in your truth. I stand in my truth. Whether you think that.
Wow.
It cut her off. I stand in. Listen, black women are full of fucking cliches. I stand in my truth. Only God can judge me. They say shit that doesn't mean. What does I stand in my truth? What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean? What is your truth? Like, what is the... Oh, man. I tell you, man, it's just sometimes, I guess, for me, that there has to become a point where we as men and women, there has to become a point to where you have to move past the person and take them out of the equation. And you have to try to say, hey, what I do and say and react to now is to try to save those that come after. Because she's not even making sense. She's not even being coherent with her thoughts to the point to where you can say, okay, well, I see why she's thinking that, or I see why she would say that. When you start saying things that just don't mean anything and it's just a response, then there's that point to where you have to say, you know what? I got to let this person be what they're going to be and do what they're going to do. And I need to focus on those that are coming after her. Because at the end of the day, the real, I think, point to this is that I don't want our black women to think that they need to deform themselves to that degree. And they need to try to take on that image in order to be successful, in order to be loved, in order to get attention, in order to be liked. At the end of the day, that is not necessary. She is totally like, and she is just totally unattractive to me because of the way she has deformed herself. I feel more sympathy for her,
yes,
than anything. And it's like it puts me in a place to where I want to ask her, like, why would you do that to yourself? What is so bad about you to where you need to do that to yourself? Aside from your own personal self-image or self-esteem problems you may have, but why do you feel you need to do that to yourself in order to be successful?
But how do you do that to yourself?
To be your profession.
But how do you do that to yourself and then brag? I've never understood that. That lets me know how low black women are. Black women are really low when they have to do things to themselves and then brag of those things that they did to themselves. Black women are only fools running around the world bragging about 30-inch yucky weave that they sewed into their heads. Who else do you know who does this? There's no other group of women running around talking about my weave costs more than. There's no other group of women. And these hoes keep saying other women wear weaves. How often do you watch other women, first off, fight? But when they do fight, when the fuck have you seen just hair on the ground? This doesn't make sense.
It's that machine, man. It's that machine.
And what I did was I said to her, you know, thank you for coming on to the show or whatever. And I'm pretty sure she's upset and ain't going to speak to me no more. And that's fine. But I said to her, you know, arbitrary, thank you for coming on the show. And I didn't want to cut her off, but it got to the point where if you're just going to be a dick, and I said it, I don't need this. I don't need to do this. I could be doing something else. I'd rather do something constructive with my time. I only brought you on the show not to make fun of you. And look at how I addressed her. Think about, when's the last fucking time in that whole interview where I made fun of this woman?
Man, and had every opportunity, man. And that's why I said that to me was one of the best shows that I've seen for you. Because I'm telling you, man, I just was totally like on the countdown. Like, he ain't called me. He ain't going, oh, he gonna do it now. Oh no, he gonna wait, it's building up. He's gonna I was just waiting on the and that was it. But yeah, that was huge for you, man. I think that people who watch that, they can see, and I think what you doing what you did, I think it really allowed those people that don't know you to truly watch her and see what it is that she was just bringing to the table, how she portrayed herself, how she behaved. You was able to truly focus in on her behavior. If I never knew anything about you, if I never watched you before, I could just really zone in on her behavior. Like, why the fuck is she doing that? What is her deal? Like, she didn't hear the question. Why is she contradicting? It's like you could really focus in on that, and that helped, you know, to just do nothing but strengthen your point and to just validate everything that you say about Black women when you talk about them.
But I want to show you guys something, that if this doesn't tell you that there's a big problem, nothing else will. Just take a look at her tagline, the beginning of her thing there.
Yeah, I saw that.
The pretty gangster, again, and I had asked her about the violence of Black women at the beginning. They throw this shit out like it's nice. And I said, look, she right there said exactly, and if you go back and listen to the show, I said exactly that. I said they basically sex